What's going on, Divine Beings? Welcome back to another episode of Eat Love Kitchen, where the main ingredient is love. All right, guys, so what we're going to be making today is fried rolled tacos, the best fried rolled tacos, all right? And these are vegan. So what you're going to be needing for this is ground crumbles. I'm using Impossible brand. Also, you're going to need maseca, or you could do the store-bought tortillas, but if you're using this, just go ahead and pour some in here. I would say pour about a cup in there, add about half a cup, and then kind of get it to like a doughy, you can say, texture. And if it's too watery, then just add a little bit more of that or of this. And if it's too dry, just add a little bit more water, add a teaspoon at a time. That way you don't overdo it. All right, guys? So when you make these, and I have to mention this because I can't stress it enough. So make sure that when you smash it, kind of want to get all four sides of it. That way it's very nice and thin. Get your tortilla, throw it on the skillet, cook that, and just repeat. Or you could just go ahead and get the store-bought tortillas, but it won't taste as good, I promise you. All right, guys. So now we have 2 potatoes boiling. We have our ground crumbles. So I'm just gonna go ahead and keep making these tortillas. All right, guys, so with the potatoes, what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to boil them until they're really, really soft, because we're gonna mash them up and add these ground crumbles. All right, guys? So again, just make sure that you don't overcook these tortillas. You don't want them too crunchy because you still have to roll them up, all right? Also, we're also gonna make a avocado crema for this stuff, because usually you would eat this meal with crema, and that's obviously not vegan. So I'll show you guys how to do that right now too. So when the potatoes come out, you're gonna want to add some salt and some pepper, of course, because you don't want some bland potatoes inside these rolled tacos. All right, guys? And then my tortillas are almost done. And if you don't have one of these, then don't stress it. It's fine. You can just go ahead and use store-bought tortillas. This is gonna taste really good anyways. All right, guys? So now you just want to mash up. Mash up the potatoes like you would do some mashed potatoes. Add your ground crumbles or make sure it's all mixed in together. And this is what's going inside the rolled tacos. All right, guys? So now that we got that, we have the tortillas almost done. Let's get them rolling. All right, guys. So now that we have our crumbles ready, and we have our tortillas ready, gotta roll them up and light them up. So you want to grab about that much. You don't want to overwhelm it because you're also going to roll it up. Kind of tuck it in, tuck in the corners, roll, and just press down on it just a little bit so it stays formed. Put it up. Just keep doing it. Now we gotta fry them. Okay guys, so on a skillet, what you're gonna need is just a little bit of oil. You're not deep frying these. You just need a little layer of oil. You're gonna wanna grab your rolled taco. You're gonna pinch it right there and lay it down flat like that so it doesn't open up. You're gonna wanna let it sit. This stuff is a pretty quick process, but you're gonna wanna let it sit for at least a minute so that part doesn't open up when you flip it. So, go ahead and just throw your rolled tacos in there. Give it that minute. And then we're gonna flip it, give it about another minute or so, and they're ready. You're gonna wanna put them on some napkins. I use this, but you can use a plate. Let that sit for about a minute, 2 minutes before you start eating them. Now let's get started on the avocado crema. Okay, so what we're gonna need for this, we're gonna need half a tomato, and just a little bit of an onion. That's perfect, right? So what you're gonna wanna do is chop this tomato and the onion down as much as you possibly can. So now that you finely chopped down that tomato and onion, you're gonna need some lime. Get your avocado open. Go and just scoop that avocado into the bowl. And then if you get some of this black stuff, just scrape that stuff off. You don't really want that in your spread. Right? Should be fine. So now we're just gonna go ahead and throw tomato and onion in there. Get it a good squirt of lime. Some salt, some pepper, and some garlic salt. And of course, what's gonna make it creamy is your unsweetened milk. I'm using almond milk. You can use any unsweetened dairy-free milk. And you wanna put a decent amount in there because you're gonna make this into a creamy-like sauce. And just smash it up. Mix it up. And if I forgot to mention, oh, I'm gonna put this much of this or that much of that inside this, don't worry, I'm gonna put everything inside the description, like for this. All the ingredients will be in the description. So smash up as much as you can to where there's no clumps. Just taste it to see if you need to add more salt. And just keep tasting it until, like, that's perfect. I don't need to add anything else to it. So this is our avocado crema. Pretty similar to my avocado spread, except this has garlic powder. There's no jalapeno in it. And the onions and tomatoes are finely chopped down. All right, guys, so this is your avocado crema. Now that you have that, let's go ahead and get this stuff plated. So we're gonna do the leafy green trio and our tomato. You just want to dice up your tomato. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and, this was for a different meal that I had. I had, you know, those loaded potato patties earlier, but I had some extra greens. With this, I kind of want a little bit more finer cut down, because these are going, this green stuff and the tomatoes, they're going on top of the rolled tacos. All right, time to plate this stuff. Okay, so these are your fried rolled tacos. And this is how you plate them. Just pick however many you want. 4 is good for this plate. Get your avocado crema spread out. And this stuff is what holds on to everything else, like the greens, the tomatoes. Put your greens on there. Like I said, you can use just plain old romaine lettuce. Get your tomatoes in there. And the final touch, a little squirt of lime on top. Never hurt anyone. And a little hot sauce, of course, of your choice. But these are your fried rolled tacos, guys. Vegan fried rolled tacos. And I'm telling you guys, this stuff is so good. Huh, Panda? Now, when you pick one up, you gotta be careful. But just go ahead and, you know, boom. And enjoy.